Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. This is Lata here to continue with the chapter Planning. Children, we discussed about the importance and limitations of planning in last session. Today, our topic is planning process. We will look into the steps which are involved in planning process. First one, setting objectives. Second, developing premises. Third, identifying alternatives. Fourth, evaluating alternatives. Fifth, selecting from alternatives. Sixth, implementation. And the last one is follow-up action. We'll start with the first planning process, setting objectives. Setting objectives. The first and the foremost step of planning is setting objectives. Objectives are the end results which are to be achieved during the plan period. Objectives are set for the organization as a whole as well as for its major divisions and departments. Objectives may be set in quantitative terms, say for example, increase in sales by 20%, or it may be qualitative terms, say for example, providing training to employees for development, undertaking market research for new product, and so on. So setting of your objectives can be in terms of quantitative or it can be in qualitative terms. Second one, developing premises. The second step in the planning process is to develop premises. Planning is always done for uncertain future. Therefore, the manager is required to make certain assumptions about the future, which are considered to be the base material upon which plans are to be drawn. These assumptions are called premises. Children, tell me how assumptions are made? Yes, assumptions are made through forecasting. Forecasts are generally made to find out the demand for a product, state of technology, intensity of competition, government policies, cost of raw materials, tax rates, and so on. To make planning more effective, accurate forecasts should be made about future environment. Third process, identifying alternative courses of action. Once objectives are established and assumptions are made, then the next step is to determine alternative courses of action which may be used to achieve the set objectives. There is hardly any plan for which alternatives do not exist. Generally, there are many alternatives to achieve the objectives, and the manager must know all the ways to reach the objectives. Say, for example, in order to achieve the organizational objective of increasing profits, the alternative may be the first one, purchase of new high speed machines, or increase the selling price, or use waste material in manufacturing stuffed toys. From above three alternatives, the best alternative should be decided. For this, we need to evaluate the alternatives, which comes the next step. So, what is the next step? Is you are evaluating alternative courses. In this step, various alternative courses of action are evaluated to select the best alternative through objectives can be achieved. The alternatives should be compared in the light of objectives, cost, risk, planning premises, benefits, etc. The feasibility and the consequence of each alternative must be scrutinized before a choice is made. Fifth planning process, selecting an alternative. This step involves selection of the best alternative. This is the real point of decision making. The ideal plan would be the most feasible, profitable, and with the least negative consequences. Sixth one, implementing the plan. This step is concerned with putting the plan into action. This step involves organizing for labor, purchase of machinery, and so on. The last step is follow-up action. It means to see whether plans are being implemented and activities are performed according to plans. Planning is ongoing process, so the manager's job does not get over simply by implementing the plan. The managers monitor the plan carefully while it is implemented. Monitoring of a plan is very important because it helps to verify whether the premises are holding true in the present condition. If not, immediate changes are made in the plan. So we'll again go with the steps involved in planning process. First one, setting objectives. Second, developing premises. Third, identifying alternatives. Fourth, evaluating alternatives. Fifth, selecting from alternatives. Sixth, implementation. And the last one was your follow-up action. We'll move on to the next heading, types of plans. An organization has to prepare a plan before making any decision related to business operation or undertaking any project. Children, what do you mean by the term plan? Plan is a specific action proposed to help the organization to achieve its objectives. In other words, it's a document that outlines how goals will be achieved. Based on the use and the length of the plan can be classified into single use plans and standing plans. So, what is single use plans? A single plan is developed for a one time event or project. Standing plan is for activities that occur regularly over a period of time. We will add few more points towards your single use plans and standing plans. As a definition says, single use plan is developed for one time event or project. It is relevant for non-recurring activities. What do you mean by non-recurring activities? The activities which cannot recur regularly in nature are known as non-recurring activities. They are well specified and is for short-term duration. Mostly, single-use plans are formulated by lower level management. Next, standing plan, as the name says that it is for that occur regularly over a period of time. As a result, it is relevant for recurring activities. It is suitable for long-term duration. It's mostly formulated by higher level of management. So it is easy to draft a difference between your single-use plans and standing plans. First difference will be the definition. As a definition says, single-use plan is developed for one-time event or project. Standing plan is for activities that occur regularly over a period of time. Single-use plan is relevant for non-recurring activities. Standing plans are relevant for recurring activities. Single-use plans are suitable for short-term duration. Standing plans are suitable for long-term duration. The last difference can be the single-use plans are formulated by lower level management and your standing plans are formulated by higher level management. Children, with the above discussion, we will end our session today. Meet you all in the next session with next topic. Thank you.